about this disheveled, no sleep look. Uh, still, still in the puppy stages. So hopefully he'll be good and behave today. We've had a pretty good day. We've had a pretty good day. Tomorrow's our first vet visit, so we're gonna get our shots done and microchipping and all that wonderful stuff. So I might be a little bit tired, but I mean, on top of it, I'm also, I think because you guys know I like to be very, very open, honest, authentic here. Again, absolute apologies for this look that I'm serving. But I'm very open here. I'm very authentic. And the last few days that I've had with Apollo, which is my lovely little puppy down here, keeps trying to chew my Xbox controller. Please don't. I've not had time to stop and think, which is, you know, in some cases that's very good, especially for someone like me who is an overthinker, which is what I am. No, Apollo, stop it, please. Do not chew that. He's chewing the thumbsticks. He's teething right now. Oh my goodness. So I haven't been able to even sit and think which way's up, which way's down. I'm grabbing food when I can and sleep when I can. If you've ever had a very highly energetic puppy, you know exactly what all this is. Some people compare it to babies. I don't know. I don't want to do a disservice to anyone for anything that they do. But I did finally kind of crash today, a mentally, emotionally type thing. Because what people don't know, I don't talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it in detail because I respect and care for the person very, very, very much. But I did go through a breakup about 5 months ago. And a lot of people I have found nowadays, I should probably start a little bit, back that up. I'm not a person who gets in relationships. I'm a very much a loner. I find myself, I'm very strange. And then people get to know me and they're like, you're not strange at all. You're not weird at all. I don't know. I hear that I'm strange. I feel that I'm strange. But then when people get to know me, they say that I'm not strange. So whatever that entails. I do have Asperger's. Again, Asperger's. But I'm not a person who gets in relationships, and I'm definitely a person, I don't have a lot of close friendships. By design, by choice, like I selectively chose for the last 20 years not to date. You know, I did always have that little tiny bit of my brain open where if someone came by and they caught my eye, you know, I was open-minded. I just didn't actively date, and I turned down, you know, the people that did ask me out because they didn't have the little thing in my head that went ding ding ding, that one. And the few times I did kind of have a little bit of like, ooh, maybe this will, you know, become something more. Well, turns out they were hiding girlfriends for 10 months, which is insane, by the way. But they were also 23, so can't really, I mean, that's to be expected. Well, it's not, shouldn't be expected. Anyway, so in that 20 years, the dating landscape as I know it, which I didn't even know it that well to begin with, I'm a sheltered, repressed, religiously repressed, you know, I come from like a cultish type background and stuff, so never really dated anyway. Hello, Nana. Nana says, I had Taco Bell today. It was not worth it. It is not over here. Well, some would argue not in the States either. It's very, very overpriced over here, and it's not good flavor. But sometimes it's the only place you can get a taco. But I was just, also, how are you, Nana? Nana's our mod, our long-suffering mod, who I'm hoping to reward and to reward some other viewers if we get Twitch affiliate. But I'm explaining to our lovely, fabulous, beautiful viewers out there why I picked GRIS for today. And that's how I call it, is GRIS. I know it can be pronounced like Gree and other things, but I call it GRIS. Which is an absolutely beautiful, weird game. And that's what we're discussing, me being weird. 20 years ago, I actively decided I wasn't going to date. And it says, I'm good. How are you today? I've played this game. Oh, have you? It's okay, but I think you will like it more than I did. I'm 100% playing it right now because of therapeutic reasons. Which is what I'm explaining here. If my little boy will let me. Yeah. So last year, I did meet someone, a very, very, very special someone that I care about very, very much still. In fact, I can freely say that I do love him. I absolutely love him. And I'm not going to get choked up. It's totally not happening right now. And I did. I let all my walls down. I did all of the behind the scenes work, which is what everyone should do, regardless of whether you've got CPTSD or an Aspie like me, or if you're just a, quote, normal person. You're getting all the attention, don't worry. Okay, go to your place up there. Yeah, he likes to sit up there, which is fine. But you should do all the background work. You should always do the work. The emotional labor, the emotional work in the background, so that you can be the best you for your person. And I did that. And I'm very proud of myself that I did that. I did not think that I was capable of doing that. I did not think I was capable of loving another human. Or allowing another human to love me. And that is what happened. He did, at one point, love me. And, which then allowed me to reach inside myself and love him back, because I felt that he deserved that. He deserved the best me that I could provide. And I believe that anytime. And things didn't work out, because everything in life is a risk. Everything. Relationships, jobs. I moved to a different country. I take risks all the time. I take calculated risks. But they're risks nonetheless. And they usually pay off. This one didn't pay off. And that's okay. Like I said, I still love him quite a lot. From what I understand, it does not go both ways. That's fine. I accept that. That's okay. That doesn't change me or who I am. But some days, because I am such a loner, because I am weird and strange, and because I don't have close people, he was probably the closest person. Again, totally not going to choke up. Probably the closest person I've had in ever. And our entire, knowing each other friendship that then developed into a relationship was almost a full year. For other people, that doesn't sound like a long time. And this is where I'm getting to the point. For me, that's a very long time. My friendships do not last more than 2 years. If they last past 5 years, they're usually forever at that point. And so nowadays, from what I can tell, relationships are fly by night. People get into relationships and then they're saying I love you in an hour. And then they break up and then they go out with a friend of the person and the person's okay with that. It's a very strange environment, culture that I'm not used to. I'm not set up for that. Which is, like I said, you always want to find the positive in things. Always look for the positive. And so, for me, the positive takeaway is I know myself better. I can love another human, which was an absolute revelation to myself. I can let another human love me. And I'm old-fashioned. In today's culture, what does that mean? I don't know. It might mean I'm alone till I die, because I can't do this. Get in a relationship for 2 weeks, break up, getting in a relationship with somebody else. Bueno, Brentamente. I'm discussing why we're playing GRIS today. How are you? I hope you're well. Hope you're very well. But like I said, it did help me know that I'm old-fashioned. I am loyal to one person, and I'm loyal for life. Oh, good. Brent says, I like GRIS. I'm glad. I'm very glad. And because I'm loyal and I adore my person and they become very important to me because I've been a loner my whole life, it is very difficult when you have to say goodbye. I did not want to, but I knew that it was the right thing to do. He wanted to be free, and I allowed that to happen because he deserves that. He deserves all the happiness, everything. He deserves everything. He's a wonderful person. And if he can find someone that will make him feel as wonderful as he made me feel, then that's amazing. Why would I not want that to happen? Who wouldn't want that to happen for their person? And stuff. But that means that I'm still, although I'm better, I'm still nursing a very broken heart. Very broken. I can't do the serial dating type thing. I can't do the relationship, breakup. I can't do one-night stands. I can't do friends with benefits. It's just not who I am. Never has been, but this reinforced it. And this game is supposed to be about dealing with loss and grief. And I am grieving. I'm better than I was. But the holidays really hit hard because the holidays were very important to me last year. It was important to me to make sure he was okay. And then this year, there was nobody to make sure I was okay. So, I'm still grieving. Brent said, I spent 2 hours this morning with Xfinity support to fix the Wi-Fi. Oh. Another 30 minutes fixing the TV, and another 30 minutes setting up autopay for the new recliner that was delivered yesterday. Ooh, is it one of those, like, electric recliners? So it's been a busy morning. Yeah, sounds like. That's a lot. That's a lot. My morning has been spent trying to get any kind of sleep whatsoever. I did pick up about an hour to 2 hour nap this afternoon. But I'm very tired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up chat so that I can read chat while I'm playing. If you join us, we are multi-streaming over on the YouTubes. If you catch us over on YouTube, please do not be offended if I don't see your comment. It's okay. Because my stuff is just bad. And here's the thing. This is how tired I am with this little guy. I have brand new stuff sitting here in boxes to open up and hook up for my stream. I don't even get to play with it. Ooh, yeah. Britt says, yeah, it's a Lazy Boy dual recliner. The Shack version, because it's the only one I fit in. That's amazing. And Britt says, you got the puppy. I did. Me, Apollo. And boy, howdy, is he a puppy. He's a brand new baby. And I'm starting to see why he got surrendered. He is very energetic. He's very high maintenance. He needs special care. That's what I'm best at, is people who need special care and attention. And he needs all the attention, all the care. I think he's got a little bit of separation anxiety, so we're gonna have to work on that. Oh my goodness. But he's tiny. Hello, Danker. It's good to see you. Danker says, what a beast he is. This is the fiercest thing ever. I have some custom clothes coming because obviously he's too small. I can't just go out and buy him clothes. And one of them says, one of it is a t-shirt that says boss. Because he's the boss. Did you fall asleep? I hope you fell asleep. He's trying to bite my thumbsticks earlier. So, Danker, how are you? And yes, it is good to see you very much. yeah, so just a quick run through to say that I'm going to start up GRIS here in a second. If you are watching us over on YouTube, welcome. Howdy, howdy, howdy. We definitely appreciate you. I might not catch your comment, but we do have our lovely, lovely, lovely long-suffering mod, Nana, who will be routinely checking because he's amazing. And I think that's really it. We're going to get to it. This is a beautiful, beautiful game. It is kind of chill in a way. Let's see. Can we, I'm just going to put, you're going out. Yeah, see? There you go. Oh, yeah. Okay, he's going out. Oh, thank goodness. This dog mom's tired. Switching. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Bear with me. My brain is so scattered right now. Obviously, with good reason. That way I should be able to see you guys. Danker says, good. May have to step away depending on how triggering this could be. Don't worry, Danker. I'm there with you. The whole reason I'm playing this, as I just kind of briefly explained, is because I'm currently dealing with heartbreak, and it's just hitting me hard. It's been hitting me hard the last couple of days. Actually, it's been hitting me hard since the holidays. So totally understand. Right there with you. I'm going to try not to tear up, which I ended up doing. Oh, gosh. Yes, Danker. Danker said, especially with it so close to the anniversary of losing my father. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That I understand, sadly. I do understand that. And don't you worry. You know, I absolutely am there with you. It's a rough journey. I do understand. So don't you worry. But I'm kind of like with myself. Yes, I'm oh crap. Oh crap, I clicked the wrong thing. Whew, okay. I am grieving. It is what it is. But I also know, and I am better. I think I'm at 5 months now, going into 6, so I'm better than I was. But I really, really need to move forward, and I just can't. I'm just absolutely brokenhearted. But that right there is a good thing for everyone who's just joining us and who's stopping by. That shows you grief takes all forms. I am one of those people. Somebody once said last year, we were talking, and they were like, oh, and they were telling me their pain, and they were like, oh, but I don't mean to say that, you know, what you and somebody else who went through a similar situation, what you guys have been through is just so much more greater than mine and so much more painful. And I said, no, pain can't be measured. No one's pain is greater than anyone else's pain. So it can take any form. So if you're watching this and maybe it's like you feel a little bit silly because it was like, oh, but it was a loss of a pet. No, loss of a pet is just as much as a loss of a person. Or me going, you know, oh, a loss of a very important relationship to me. That is a real pain, a real true pain. The loss of a parent, which sadly I've lost both of mine. And I understand that. A loss of a sibling, I understand that. You know, loss is loss. Pain is pain. Never feel silly. Never feel silly for experiencing pain and loss and grief. Never. Makes you human. And you know what? I always try to find the positives, as I was saying earlier. This whole experience has taught me that I'm human, and I'm really glad about that, because sometimes, especially if you're neurodivergent, me being an Aspie, you kind of wonder, am I human? Am I broken? Is something wrong with me? No, I'm human. We all are. So, grief is grief, pain is pain, loss is loss. Now we're going to play this new game. And if you do have to step away, I totally understand that for anyone. Because I'm going to get triggered. I'm already quite sad today. But this is a beautiful game. let me know if everything looks and sounds good. Danger says, yep, all good. Good, good, good. This is a music-heavy game, or I should say sound-heavy game, for those who don't know. For those who wonder, because I've talked about having synesthesia, if you wonder if what it's like for me and synesthesia and music, it's very similar to that, except a little bit more wispy. I've always compared it to Winamp. If anyone's old enough to remember Winamp and their visual they had down in the corner, that's very similar to what it looks like in here when I hear music. And certain sounds and names, of course. It's always been a surprise to me that Devolver made this. I love Devolver games. Very much enjoyed their booth. Their many booths at WASD, RIP. But they're usually known for their kind of cutesy, irreverent things. But they've made this, and now they've made, I think, Neva is the other one. I've not played that one. That one I'm not familiar with. And this has been one of the long discussed examples of, can games be art? And as an artist, of course, I'm like, fuck yes. Fuck yeah, they can, but this is often cited as that. And it says, Devolver just published this. They just taken all sorts of indies. Now that is very true. That is true. Let's see. Denker says, yep, Neva. Beautiful game. Neva and Neva. Yeah, I may try that as well. Whee! So pretty. We recently interviewed a dev over on our reviews named Claire. I'm gonna pronounce her last name wrong, but more. Go look it up. I'm not good at pronouncing names. But she's done a game that it's available for demo over on Steam. That is music based, very similar to this. It's just me playing around, by the way. as of today, we're at 2.84 consecutive viewers. So I think we went up again. I think we're at 2.83 yesterday. I can't remember what I said. Also, if you're joining us via YouTube, howdy, 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 folks. I might be missing your comments, and I do apologize for that. I haven't set up my two-party system yet. But the thing about loss and grief and pain, again, because I always look for the positives, is everyone experiences that. With few exceptions. I realize there are personality disorders that allow some people to not feel anything. But for the most part, we all feel it. So there's kind of sense of, I feel it, you feel it too, and we can have this shared experience together. Even if you don't like the same things, even if you come from completely different cultures. It's like laughter. Laughter is a universal language, they say. Sadly, so is sadness. Now I have 2 sparks. And I'm going up higher and higher. What if we go this way, though? I don't want to follow your... Oh, I can't have to, huh? But I want to go backwards, not forwards. Okay. Now it says, Kylie, you have to do what the game tells you to do this time. One thing you'll find when you come join us here at the Dragon Cave is I rarely do what the games tell you to do. So pretty. I got it. Now I have 3 sparklies. There we go. Oh, you're okay. It's okay. He's having a puppy dream. But we do welcome you to the Dragon Cave. If you do stop by, you're very, very welcome here. Again, apologies if you're leaving comments over on YouTube. I'm a little bit overwhelmed at the moment, so but we have a lot of fun here. We have a great group. The folks in chat are absolutely amazing human beings, and our main theme here at the Dragon Cave is that nobody gets left out. No one's left out. There's no outcasts here. And sometimes we play goofy, irreverent games. Sometimes we'll play beautiful games like this. Most of the time I like to shoot people in the face as my raison d'etre, or however you say it, but raison d'etre, is that how you say it? Oh God, it's so beautiful. I don't know how to speak French, by the way. I can barely speak English. Red, a color has been brought back. Oh, would be red, wouldn't it? But yeah, I decided to play this because I'm currently going through a little patch of grieving. It won't last. It will eventually. It's better than it has been. Better than it has been. but I've lost someone very important to me, and although I did not lose them through death, but circumstance, I love them very much. And some days it's harder than others. Okay, so we need to get another one. Do we go this direction to get the other one? I'm not sure that we can, honestly, but we'll see. Can I jump on those? No, I can't. No, okay. So pretty. Oh, gosh. I remember I was about 12, and I remember seeing a page in one of my comics. Has to be Uncanny X-Men, because at that time I didn't read much of anything else. And I remember showing my brother and saying, look at this, look at this, look at the shadowing or shading, look at this color gradient on this particular image. And I remember he sat back, and I was like, what, you don't see it? He's like, no, I definitely, I see what you're talking about, but it doesn't evoke the same feelings in me. And I was just remembering stunned, because remember, everyone thinks that everyone else thinks like they do. We're just naturally, I mean, why wouldn't you think that? That's kind of the default position of all humans. And I remember being confused, like, well, why wouldn't it make you feel the same thing? And he's like, Kylie, do you know how much? Now, my brother was, by this time, was already an adult. He was an accomplished theater actor, performer. He's been trained by amazing people, talented professionals. He's a singer, performer, actor. And he was like, I would give anything to feel the way you do. I just remember looking at him like, what? What does that mean? That's weird. He's like, no, you don't understand. I would give anything to feel what you feel when you look at things. And I was like, you just feel them. What do you mean? Just feel them. And he's like, you're not listening to me. And I was like, well, then why don't you? He's like, because you're an artist. I was like, but you're an artist. And he's like, no, I don't have an artist brain. You have what's called an artist brain, which that's just his way of saying it. As I've gotten older and my differentness became more apparent, I used to be sad that I was different than everybody else. I used to be very sad about that. I wanted to be like everybody else. I always wanted to be normal. I wanted to look like a normal girl, act like a normal girl, be normal. Whatever that may entail. Then as I got older, I started to see that what made me different, I wouldn't give it up for a fucking $1 million. I love that I can look at things and see it as beautiful. I love that I feel very deeply and I get moved by things. I love that seeing sunsets make me tear up. I think that's pretty fucking awesome. And if you're out there and you're like that, especially if you're younger, and you're like, oh, fuck, I can't say this thing out loud that I wanted to say, because if I say that, people will think I'm weird. Fuck them. With all the respect in the world. If a sunset makes you cry, say it. Do it. Who cares? If seeing like leaves spinning in a little tornado in the wind makes you go, oh my gosh, that's stunning. Feel it, and don't feel bad for feeling it. Even if you sound like the most silliest thing in the world when you hear yourself back. Being excited because you saw... Being excited because you got in the middle of a flock of ducks that were flying for... I guess they were flying... Was it east for the... I don't remember. They were flying for the winter, but I didn't know that's what they were doing. And I was young, and I ran into the middle of them, and they all took off. And they took off in a vertical, like a VTOL. Just went up. And they flew, but when they did, some of their down feathers, you know, were starting to rain down on me. And my neighbor was recording it because we were kids, and he was playing with his new equipment. And I got so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Blah, blah. And then he played it back, and I was so ashamed of myself. So embarrassed. Adult me looks back at that and goes, you know what? That's pretty fucking special. There isn't a lot of people that get to feel joy like I do. I don't think that makes me lesser. I don't think it makes me more either. I don't think I'm more than anyone else, but I don't think it makes me feel less. Yeah. Controller is vibrating. Unfortunately, we don't become happy with ourselves until we're older. And we realize people's opinions of us don't mean anything. And if we live our lives for the other people out there, well then, what kind of life is that? But again, you usually don't figure that out until you're grown up. Oh boy, I do relate to this part. This is me right now. This is 100% me, where I'm at right now. I keep moving forward. It's kind of like the Paula Abdul song. I take 2 steps forward, I take 2 steps back, or whatever it is. Hold on. And another thing that people find odd about me, besides every fucking thing about myself, is I don't hang on to bitterness. I don't get angry, and I don't hate people. If anything, I try to understand them. Even my mom, who is, like I said, is extremely physically abusive. More than just physically, but the physical abuse was next level. I don't hate her. I didn't hate her. I never hated her. I try my best to understand her. But if I live my life angry and hating people, what kind of life is that? Hate and anger take energy. Enjoying life no. Trying to hang on. Enjoying life is so much easier and sweeter. Oh, okay. Brent says, gotta go. My mom and sister will be here soon to pick me up. Thank you so much, Brent, for stopping by and giving me that view. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. And holy crap. That recliner sounds awesome. Very awesome. I got my other light. I got my other light. I got my sparklies. I knew it. Friend says it better be. It cost me $2,000, $2K. I knew it's pricey though. First of all, it's Lazy Boy, which is always pricey. Second of all, it's like the best of the best. Get up, get up, get up, get up! Whew. Okay, there we go. Now we go here. Whee! Let's see. Especially where grief is concerned. Or the type of grief I'm experiencing. We'll say that. The type of grief I'm experiencing currently. It's very difficult because people want there to be a bad guy. Because it's easy for them to understand if there's a bad guy in the mix. But there isn't a bad guy. There's circumstances. There's people's feelings change. There's just not a bad guy involved. There was never a fight. There's no argument. There was no nothing. It was just a very, very painful goodbye. But the problem is that because there's no bad guy, or I refuse to say that there's a bad guy, my friends find it very, very difficult to comfort me. Crap. How am I gonna get that one? I find it very difficult to comfort me. And have actually given up. So I've been doing this alone for 5 months. And it's not easy. Because I think it would be easy if there was, oh, this bad thing happened. This person did a bad thing. Because that happened to me. I've said that before. My first relationship or whatever, he cheated on me. The minute he cheated on me, I'm a rock now. I'm an island. The minute he cheated on me, any affection that I had for him disappeared. I wasn't angry. I felt nothing. It's true. I wasn't angry. I was very sad. I was very hurt. My heart was very broken. But I wasn't angry. And why is that not breaking? Oh, that's why. That's why. I love the symbolism here. But, so it was easier, even though the pain of going through someone cheating on you is just insane. It is incredible. I could just kind of move on. It didn't take me long to move on. Emotionally, I mean. Stop. But then when you love a person and they haven't done anything to you, they're not a bad guy. They just changed their mind. There's no joy. That's me, literally, right now. There's no joy in hating anyone. The next pillar is going to be very sad. This is what happens. And that's why it took me 20 years. Because I just became that. I remember afterwards people trying to comfort me. I mean with the current one, not the old one. Trying to comfort me by saying negative things about the person. Or saying what negative, horrible things they were doing. Or what they were saying about me, or all those types of things. And I broke. I shattered. I started crying. Except hiding it, because I don't cry in front of people. And I remember them going, oh my God. I thought I was helping. For me, being negative is never going to help me. It's not how I roll. And then I experienced something very new that I still do not understand about myself. This person that I love, they are doing amazing. They are loved and have love and are successful, which is what I want. But then I got sad about it, and I'm not really sure why. Although my friend says it's because they're happy without me. But that seems so shallow. Like I should be better than that. I should be over myself and happy for them. I don't know, it's very weird. It's a very weird thing to learn about yourself. Then you have the friends who mean well. They really mean well. And you sit there and you pour your heart out, kind of like what I'm doing right now, and then they make jokes. And they mean well. And you realize how alone you are. Because nobody understands. They can only comfort as far as their own insides will let them. Okay, how many do we need? definitely a lot. Okay, but we've got 2, so can I do this though? Yes, I can. Uh-oh. I do have hope. I do think that one day someone will appreciate my weird ass self. And I won't have to explain myself, and I won't have to hide myself or pretend to be something I'm not. I think that's out there. It is out there for everyone, not just me. Again, if you're joining us via YouTube and I'm not seeing your comment, I apologize. It's just I'm multi-streaming and I've got like so many different things going on at once. It's very confusing. But if you do comment, our very lovely, fabulous mod, Nana, will be watching both. And let me know. Well, crap, Budge. I have forgotten how to get over there. I gotta check something right quick. 2 seconds. There we go. Oh crap. Hope we're still connected. I'm gonna check my main one over here. Yes. Does seem to be connected. Let's see. What have I done? There we go. I knew I'd get it eventually. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh no. Okay. There we go. you ever come here because you want gossip, because you know the situation, it's not gonna happen. I'm a very boring person. Ugh, why do I keep doing that? I'm a boring person who just loves people. I don't get mad. I don't get jealous. I have big explosions of you know, rage and anger and all that good stuff. Not sure if I got enough yet. Oh, I have, yes. Yeah. I just hope that this year I can find a friend. Just want to make a friend. That's it. It's not easy to be weird. Okay, so let's just going back. I would like to find someone from my planet. I know there's someone out there that is a weirdo like me. And I will find them and we will be very happy. Be very happy and very weird together. That's what I think. But what happens if we go this way? Or none of that will happen and I'll just be alone. Which is fine too. Well, but what happens if we do this? Anything? I don't think so. boss. Probably isn't a surprise. Of course, it is 8 now. Might call it early. We haven't had 3 viewers anyway. And stuff. But those of you who could stop by, I do appreciate it. I really do. So does Apollo. I don't. Nana says, and yeah, that's GRIS. You gonna be okay? I will be. I'm always okay. But I do thank everyone who did stop by. I know this was a mostly me talking stream, and I do apologize for those. I am better than I was. But the holidays messed me up pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie about that. But if nothing else, what I hope people take from this, from me, from my lived experience, is you don't have to hate people. You don't have to be... Now, I don't want people to misunderstand and think that I'm saying, you know, put up with abuse or anything like that. No, if you're in like an actual abusive situation, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about 2 people who, you know, are respectful to each other and things just don't work out. So that's my lived experience. I don't ever want, you know, to sound like I'm saying put up with something. But what I am going to say is, it's tough. You can overcome it. I will overcome it. It's not going to always be like this. I do know that. I'm very sad. I'm very brokenhearted. Yes. And some days it's going to be worse. It's still better than it was. For the first 3 months, for the first month, every day I was brokenhearted. I cried every day. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I am not. I don't have a problem admitting my vulnerabilities and weaknesses. They don't bother me. So yeah, I cried every day. Every day. For a month. And then I started to cry less. And then now here we are. I cried probably twice a month. And I do not have bad feelings. I don't have negative feelings. I don't know that I could hate anyone. If I didn't hate the woman who abused me, I don't see myself hating someone just because they changed their mind about me. And that doesn't make them wrong. They haven't done anything wrong. If you're out there and you've got friends who are experiencing a loss, a breakup, a grief, whether it's romantic, friendship, family, or whatever, just remember that not everybody grieves the same as you. In that, it's great that you want to be there for your friend, and it's great that you want to be on your friend's side, and blah, blah, blah. But sometimes, trying to force there to be a good and bad side, it actually hurts more. And I am very alone now. Because everyone wants me to hate and be angry. But that's not who I am. So I will grieve and I will repair my own heart. And no one is the bad guy. And no one has done anything wrong. As far as I know. And I still love that person very much. I think that's fucking beautiful. I do. I'm proud of myself. People want me to be angry and to be jealous and to say negative things and to just, I don't know. That's not who I am. That's not who I fucking am. I know, like, I'm trying. I said 2025, I'm going to be a villain. But we all know that I'm really not. I want to be. I want to be that badass chick that dudes fall for, but I'm not. I'm a big old dork. A big old soft-hearted, tender-hearted dork. And I like it. I got the mug, you know? I'd hold it up, but it's holding my microphone. That's since I like me. It's a Deadpool mug. So, I'm not going to change who I am. I don't think being good is a weakness. Currently dealing with that right now. I think being good-hearted can be a strength. So we're going to try this year, and we're going to make it a strength. I don't know how. But I'm not going to waste my time and energy being bitter. I am not going to be sad. I am not going to hate. I don't have hate. I'm not capable of it. There's people out there right now who hate me. And they're saying awful things about me, and they are laughing behind my back, and they are making fun of me. I don't hate them. I don't hate anyone. I'm not going to change that. So I'm going to grieve, and I'm going to get past it, and we're going to go on to bigger and better things. But I hope you've got to see a little bit of what GRIS is about. And the power of games to move people, and games as art. And I hope, if nothing else, if you ever do stop by the Dragon Cave, I hope, if nothing else, I show you that it's okay to be weird. There's nothing wrong with being weird. And you'll find your people. I know I will. Somebody is from my fucking planet. Somebody out there. And we're gonna laugh. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna go on trips and try fun new foods and sit out and watch the sunset. It's gonna happen. And I wish the best for everyone out there. Anyone that watches this and anyone who doesn't watch this. I want everyone to win. I want everyone to be happy. Happiness is so rare. Why the fuck wouldn't I want people to be happy? If more people were happy, we wouldn't have so much fighting and wars and feelings of inadequacy and just all that strife that's out there. So I want to spread more happiness. And yeah, I'm disappointed we haven't made affiliate. I'm very disappointed. But it's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, I'm still going to be here. I just won't get to give Nana and Pylord their just desserts and things. But I think that's it. He's still doing puppy farts that smell so awful. So bad. So bad. But that's going to be it for me today. Apologies, I was a little more vulnerable, a little bit more raw than normal, but I'm human, and if nothing else, being human is a superpower. And I know you just went, what? But what? That's the opposite. Being human is human. Being superhuman is superpower. No, being human is a superpower, because you know what? People hate vulnerability. So there's power in vulnerability. There's power in authenticity. There's power in being yourself. Because someone out there is going to recognize your star, your spark, and go, oh, I know that pain. I know that experience. I know that. And then you'll find your people. And that is beautiful. Do you like this game? This game is beautiful. I may not be back tomorrow because this little guy's got to go to his first vet appointment. And I don't know how the shots and stuff are going to do him. But I'll be back on Friday. Baker says 2 right. Yeah. I'll be back on Friday with Resident Evil 7, finishing out that. And then moving on to the DLC. And because I'm having a rough time, I might be back Saturday. And when I have a rough time, they're not always going to be like this. Sometimes when I have a rough time, I just like to shoot people in games. And that makes me happy. And my chat makes me very happy. So if you see this and you're looking for a place to belong, come here, because these guys crack me up. I've never had a stream where I left feeling not happy. I always leave feeling just like lifted and having a great time. So hopefully we'll get affiliate, but if we don't get affiliate, it's okay. We're going to keep trucking. But I'll tell you where I am at, where I do have affiliate status, and that's over at twitch.tv/rapperreviews. Pete and I will return on Sunday around 7 p.m.-ish. He has family obligations, so it makes him a little bit later. I have no family, so I can be anywhere, anytime. But we return on Sunday. We're going to talk about the games. Oh, hello, Mr. Man. We're going to talk about the games that are coming up in the first quarter, and then me and Pete's most anticipated games of the year. And I can already tell you, that's not a long list. So, that'll be interesting. Anyway, but I think that's going to do it for me. You guys have been amazing. If you've watched and you've been debating, oh, do I follow, do not follow, give us a follow. I promise. They're not all like this. This is just me. I'm just going through a really tough time right now. And it gets better. Like, I have good days, so don't worry. I have more good days than bad days, which is always good. But I think that's going to do it. I say this every time. And I mean it every time. And I really do. You could choose to spend your time with literally everyone in the world, anyone, doing anything else than watching a sad middle-aged woman cry because she got her heart broken 5 months ago. Cry while she holds her puppy. But you could be doing anything else in the world. And the fact that you choose to do this here, now, with me, it means the world to me. I have to do half a heart because the other half of my heart is in my hands. That sounds weird. And also kind of symbolic. He is right there. But it does mean the world to me. And you guys have been amazing. And to go check out this game. It occasionally goes on sale. I would check it out on CD keys, though, before anything else. Because I don't think it's on sale currently. And it can be quite pricey on everything. But if you have any suggestions for games, always feel free to stop by. You can either leave them on the YouTube community page. You can leave them in chat here. I do check my Discords on Sundays. I have not checked my Discord in over a month. So it's very, very important that people know that I'm not ignoring them. I just don't open my socials because I get a lot of messages. And some of them are not always nice. Sometimes I just don't have the inner strength to deal with them. So I have not checked anything before Christmas. So if you have messaged me and I haven't replied, it is not personal. I literally haven't replied to anyone and I don't know who has messaged me and stuff. So with that said, thank you so much. And again, thank you to Nana for being our mod. Thank you to Danker for being here. Love seeing Danker again. I'll catch y'all definitely on Friday. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe. If so, it'll be blood and guts. I need some blood and guts now. But definitely Friday, 7 p.m. this channel. And definitely on Sunday. Over on Rapid Reviews. Okay, you guys have been amazing. I'll talk to you later. Bye!